morning. It's the continuing saga of my dead motorbike. No electric charge coming through to the lights at all, and it's Thursday the 27th of July. It's just gone 10 o'clock, and I've pulled the battery out from here. I decided I needed a new battery because this one has been in 6 years. Having said that, and you can see where the battery comes from, it's a pain in the head because you have to take off all bits and pieces and make sure you don't lose all the wee screws and things that you're putting back together again. It's buried in underneath the seat there, but at least you don't have to take the seat off. So that's the battery out, and I've put the 6-year-old battery on a charge, and there is power in it. So I'm suspecting now, I feel so stupid. I went and bought actually a new battery, £46 or something like that. But it does need a new battery, you know, winter starts and all the rest of it. And this is an identical size, a sealed battery, no breather tube or anything. So I'm going to fit the new battery, but I'm suspecting it's something as simple as what do you call the fuses. It could be a main fuse that's going on me, and I never even checked the blimmin' fuses. Oh dear. Well, I'm going to put it down to my age. You know, I'm 69. Haven't done this for a while. I used to do this all the time, and I completely, this is one of the first things I should have checked, but silly me didn't. Anyway, let's go for it and put it back together again. And I'm now sitting on the bike, and I'm just gonna, I've got the new battery in, and I'm gonna try her. To have it, started first time, couldn't believe it. It wasn't the main fuse, it was to do with the battery. Now there is charge in the old battery, but it wasn't. There's obviously something wrong with the old battery, and it was 6 years old, and maybe it was even older than that because it came with the bike, and I don't know when it was changed previously. So lesson learned, you need to change your battery, whether you think it needs it or not, after every 4 or 5 years. So I've got to put all my bits and pieces back into the bike. Side panels and stuff like. So another wee bit of working still to do before we're 100%. So there's my battery all connected up in there, and it's a pain in the head to get these connections right as the wee screw will screw in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work this and make sure that I have it round the right way. So I need to do that, and then once I get that in, then you put the side cover on, and the side cover itself is you put that connection in, plastic connection, and that plastic connection, and then you've got these wee nipples along the top to fit in underneath there. And you wouldn't believe how difficult this is, because the plastic gets sort of, I don't know, it gets out of shape. It gets out of shape, and very often it's a devil's own job to just get it in successfully. This side's not so bad, the other side's worse. And that's one side panel back on again, and I'm up and down on my hands and knees and fiddling about, and the light isn't particularly good, and you're trying to get the wee screws lined up to the terminals, and you have to take the left hand terminal off first before you slide out the battery and all the rest of it. And there's a power of footering about here, as we would say over here in Ulster. It's a real footer because you're limited. You know, your space is limited for your hands to get in. But I'm an old moan, and I know I'm an old moan, but job done. And now all that remains for me to do is check my tyres. And give her a good clean because she's pegging. And they do say that cleanliness is next to godliness. But that was a real footer getting that side in again. You know, the panel on there with getting all the spaghetti. You know, the wiring all in behind that panel. And getting the panel on. So that's the way it is, you know, with that gap there. You can't do anything about that because you've got to get it in behind. You've got to tuck the plastic panel in behind the ignition case. And the washing's getting in my road here, so I'll check my tyres and I'll check the car tyres. Don't want to ride about on low tyres. Okie doke. Bike going up again, thankfully.